Hello, welcome to another 380th how-to video. In this video I'm going to show you how to pre-certify and final certify your orders. So first of all, if you're a traditional reservist and you're getting on orders, if it's 31 days and more, so what you're going to do is pre-cert at the beginning of your orders. So the day that you come in, and you're going to do a final cert on the last day of your orders. What this does is it allows you to get paid. This puts you on that 1st and 15th active duty pay cycle, and it just notifies finance of your order situation. When you final cert, it's basically verifying they went from this date, they ended on this date, and finance knows what those dates look like for leave purposes and pay purposes. So let's go ahead and get into it. I'm going to bring up a sample order set. This is for a John Doe, and this member has orders that go from February 8th to May 7th. So on February 8th, when he reports in, he needs to complete what is called a pre-certification. Like I stated before, this pre-cert allows this member to get paid on the 1st and 15th pay cycle. It just notifies finance of their situation. And so we're going to go down here, and we're going to start our certification on block 36. Now block 36A and B, these two lines are going to pertain to the first day of our order set. So this is information based on what we are doing on February 8th. So on February 8th, I departed my home of record, HOR, and I did so at 0700. And I did that on the 8th day of the second month, February 8th. And I arrived at Peterson Air Force Base at 0730 on the same day, same month, by way of personal automobile, abbreviated PA. If you are flying from out of town, this will be CP, or commercial plane. And for the time being, just for this pre-cert, we're going to leave blocks C and D blank, because this is pertaining to the last day of our orders. So now we're going to go over to block 37, and this is asking if your spouse was on active duty status or if you occupied government quarters. And so you are going to, like I said, with a pen, you're going to circle, and then we're going to go over here to block 40. And block 40 is basically a restatement of the information above. And so member reported for duty at 0730 hours. And I'm just going to format this the way above, 2020-0208. And I'm going to leave this information blank for my final cert. Once all that information is correct, I'm going to go ahead and sign it, and I'm going to date it. Once this information is filled out, you're going to give this to your supervisor or a higher ranking member in your office, and they're going to certify or be the certified official, and they're verifying that you came in at the appropriate date, at the appropriate time for your order set. And once you have filled out all this information and you've captured the certifying official's information, you are then going to scan this in, and you're going to send this to the finance office, your wing finance office. And since this is a video for the 3/10th Space Wing, I'm going to be posting the org box email here that you can send this to. So let's go ahead and close this out. And let's bring up the same order set, but this time we're going to be doing the final certification. This is the final cert that's going to be accomplished on the last day of your order set on May 7th. So you're going to have a blank copy of this printed out, and you're going to be refilling out information, and you're going to be completing blocks C and D and the bottom part of block 40. So again, we departed our home of record at 0700. 8th day, the second month, and we arrived at Peterson Air Force Base at 0730, 8th day, second month, using our personal automobile. Now, on the last day, this is going to be a reverse of what was on lines A and B. And so I was at Peterson Air Force Base, and I departed Peterson Air Force Base when I was released at 1630, on the 7th day of the 5th month, and I arrived back at my home of record at 1700 on the 7th day of the 5th month by way of the personal automobile as well. I'm going to fill out block 7 as applicable to me. I was not, and I did not occupy government quarters. I reported for duty at 0730 hours on 2020-0208. And this time I was released from duty at 1630 hours 2020-0507. I'm going to capture my signature again. Date. And again, I'm going to give this to my supervisor as the certified official. I'm going to fill out the information in blocks 41, 42, 43, and 44. And again, once this information is complete, we are going to send this over to the Wing Finance Office once again. And this time, they're closing out the orders. They are verifying that there was no changes made to the order set. You reported at the same time. You left at the same date. There was no extensions, no mods, and they can calculate everything they need to for pay and for leave purposes. And this is how you are going to do your pre-cert and your final cert for 31 days or more. If you are doing an order set for 30 days or below, you are going to be doing a certification through the Arrows application online, and I will be covering that in another video. So thank you for watching. Have a nice day, and